Hello, everyone. It's 8 o'clock in the evening in the Philippine Standard Time. So, good evening, fellow Filipinos. Good morning and good afternoon to the other participants who are with us for tonight's session from the other parts of the world. Welcome to the IGP's 202nd Free International Webinar. Thank you so much for joining with us in this wonderful session. And once again, I am your host. I am Mr. Rian Jun P calling from Aklan, Philippines, and I will be in charge for tonight's activity. I am a senior high school mathematics teacher of Baton Academy and National School in the Department of Education Division of Aklan, Philippines. It is a great honor and privilege to be in the IGP as one of its consistent webinar hosts and, of course, to be one of the 1,000 active members around the globe. It is my delight to welcome you all in this Institution of Global Professionals free international webinar, and I hope everyone will stay active to participate in our activities later on, especially in our IGP quiz and question and answer, for you to have a chance to win a quiz e-certificate. And before we continue, you may like and comment while our webinar is going on. Please tag and share your mention your friends in the comment box so that we can be able to share with them the knowledge that our speaker will impart to us tonight. Because I believe that in this virtual world, we can watch together and learn together. The events and activities that IGP provide to us, dear participants, are proofs that pandemic does not just bring challenges and difficulties in life, but also it offers a lot of opportunities for us to grow professionally. For the new members, let me give some backgrounds about IGP. IGP stands for Institute of Global Professionals, and it is an ISO certified education institute and has certified trainings and webinars that is reflected in the e-certificate that each participant will receive after attending every session. It is recognized internationally and globally to accredited to more than 100 plus countries. IGP is a leading online skill development institute with thousands of learners worldwide. IGP serves the world communities by providing holistic social work in education to help build a world with a strong foundation of education and life skills. IGP gives opportunities accessible for every knowledge seeker to gain mastery of skills, to develop personality, to enhance skills by inviting great speakers and professionals from other parts of the world. The organization believes that skills development is not only gained through a formal education, so IGP offers free international training and consultation to young professionals who are willing to learn, improve, and embrace changes. So IGP organizes webinars, trainings, both offline and online courses with the best in highly trained speakers and coaches from all corners of the world to create a best learning platform for all of us, dear participants. Before we continue, again, may I remind everyone to please share, tag, comment, and mention your friends in the comment box. It also serves as your support to our organization. And participants who will attend to this free international webinar will receive an e-certificate that you can use in the future. So today we are presenting the 222nd free international webinar entitled Subconscious Mind and Success. And we will be enlightened by our two speakers, one from the Philippines, my kababayan, and one from India, who will be introduced later as they deliver their speeches or lectures. Meanwhile, to our dear participants, you can take down your questions and queries while they are discussing about the topic, and then reserve it later to our question and answer part where you can address it to our speakers. And now, I think it's time to start our program. Let us introduce our first speaker. Our first speaker is a leadership coach, a personal growth coach, a corporate trainer, a speaker, and USA certified neuro linguistic programming practitioner. He has nearly 18 years of leadership experience in the corporate setting, church community, and nonprofit organization. His mission is to touch, inspire, move, and empower leaders to go beyond the limits in life and leadership. He has given talks and training in different parts of the Philippines, from a small group of four to as much as 4,000 participants. He has also given the privilege to speak in their community in Hong Kong. He believes that any individual has the capacity to grow beyond his perceived limits. Wow. That's why our speaker for today is very passionate on helping the leaders and inspiring leaders to develop themselves so that they can lead and serve others well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome our first speaker for tonight. We have Sir Aben Garland. Sir
Good
Aben?
evening and good afternoon, good morning, everyone. Of course, this is being watched live and on a replay in different places, in different parts of the globe. Sir June, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. And once again, thank you so much to IGP for this opportunity, another opportunity to empower lives today. Yes. And so, is it my time now to give my presentation?
Yes, sir. You may now
Okay.
share your screen.
Okay, so I'm very excited because, as I've said, this is not my first time here with IGP. This is my second time already. And so, for all our viewers right now, please tell us if you are excited to learn today. And please type, I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, and I want to see that at the comment section. And I want you to be very participative, to be really engaging today. Okay. And so, once again, this is Aben Gerland. And our main topic for today, since we have two speakers, I will be the first one, and we have another speaker later on. Our main topic is subconscious mind for success. And my subtopic is how to turn a scattered brain to a focused brain. And I believe that you are curious about what am I talking about and what I am going to talk about in this part of the webinar. So, as I've asked you a while ago, are you excited? So let me know at the chat box or at the comment section, how do you want to feel today? Do you want to feel inspired, or do you want to feel empowered, or do you want to are you are excited right now and do you want to learn something? Please let us know because I can see your comments here. And before I continue, yes, I can see some people who are chatting right now. They said, I'm excited. Maria Figuera, Rick Taude, good eve. I'm excited. Jana Timamau the second. I'm excited. Yes, please continue to chat or to comment down below because from time to time I will do some shout outs. Okay, is that okay with you? So, how do you want to feel today? Please give the energy, share me the joy at the comment section, and of course, please remember to tag at least three friends, three colleagues whom you want to empower or inspire today. And as what June have said a while ago during the introduction, yours truly is Aben Gerlan. And yes, I'm from the Philippines. I'm from Cagayan de Oro City, the city of golden friendship in Mindanao. Although I used to live in Quezon City and my family is now in Bulacan. And so I'm everywhere. I call my trips adventure because I love to travel. Do you like to travel? Please let me know. So again, I'm Aben Gerlan, and my my company is called Build Success, wherein we we equip and empower individuals, teams, organizations to go beyond their perceived limits in terms of personal growth and leadership. So I belong to this, and I founded this tiny business, and we want to empower more lives even in this digital platform. Another one, I'm part of JCI Cagayan de Oro, Junior Chamber International. Maybe you have heard that already. It's a non-profit organization of young active citizens, and it is an international group. Currently, I'm serving and leading in JCI Cagayan de Oro. And I also belong to this community called the Feast, and I lead and serve at the Feast Cagayan de Oro. It's a community, a church community of the Light of Jesus family, and it is founded by Brother Bo Sanchez. So for those Filipinos out there, maybe you have heard of the Feast and of Bo Sanchez. Yes, I serve and lead at the Feast Cagayan de Oro. So yours truly is a personal growth coach, a leadership coach, corporate trainer, speaker, and a USA certified NLP practitioner. But this is not about me. This is about you, because I know and I believe that you want to be equipped and be empowered today. That's why I want to share with you my objective here in this part of the webinar. My objective is, by the end of this webinar, you, our beloved participants, will be able to discover and apply the principles and practices to on how to turn a scattered brain to a focused brain to achieve a certain level of success. Do you want that? Do you want to have focus so that you will achieve a success in your life? Yes, type yes at the comment section if you do. And this webinar is for you if the question is this webinar really for me? And will this webinar help your friend as well? Please let me know if it will resonate with you. This webinar is for you if you're a professional, a career-driven person, maybe an entrepreneur, or a student, or basically someone who wants to gain more focus, gain more focus to achieve a certain level of success in life. Or if you want to achieve a certain level of certainty amidst the pandemic, amidst the crisis, a certain level of clarity and confidence. We need confidence, especially in this time of the crisis. Agree? And of course, mental sharpness to sustain you for the final quarter of 2021 and beyond. Wow, it's exciting. And then this is for you. If you want to overcome the pandemic fatigue, especially here in the Philippines, we have the longest lockdown in history, I think, or for this kind of pandemic. And yes, pandemic fatigue is true, it's part of the reality, but how are we going to overcome that or work on that and re-energize ourselves in no time? And if you want to avoid distractions in order to make progress in what you are trying to accomplish. So if this resonate with you, these pointers, please do me a favor. Please tag your friends and share this video again. Okay, so let me just give you this little background. In this digital era, pandemic digital era, there are a lot of options right in front of us. There are a lot of information, a lot of choices, a lot of options, and also a lot of distractions. That is why a lot of people now are more distracted and they are more addicted to just scrolling over their phone endlessly and mindlessly because they don't know what to do, or they are not intentional enough to identify what do they need to do for the day. And so this is my goal for you to at least minimize those scattered brain, those uh, thinking, different thinking and mindless or pointless direction in your life in this time of pandemic. Yes, we feel loss at times, and we don't know what to do because of what had happened for the past 19 months. Agree? Because of the pandemic. But yes, we can still succeed even in time of crisis. Yes. And so, the course outline is this. Let's talk about how our mind works. Talking about scattered brain and focused brain, how does our mind work? So I will give an introduction to the subconscious mind. And then next is we will talk about this habit building principles. The habits that I want to focus for today are seeking clarity, increasing productivity, and generating energy. So later on, you will discover what am I talking about. And then last part, of course, I will summarize everything and I will conclude my part of this webinar. Okay? So, I know that you are excited. If you are excited, please type yes. Okay? Please type yes if you are excited already. And I can see some who are even adding their email addresses here. Miss Irish Glide Mateus Besana, thank you for tagging your friends. And who else? Cherry Yamaguchi, thank you so much for commenting. Maribeth de la Cruz, good evening, IGP, she said. So please continue to connect with me there at the comments section. So let's proceed. How our mind works. According to Dr. Kapas, he presented this theory of mind. Actually, this question of how our mind works is a bit tough question because it's tough to answer. If I already have all the answers in the world, maybe I'm already a billionaire. But my purpose for today is to simplify the definition of or the principle of how the mind works, because actually there are a lot of researches, studies, and theories about this topic, how our mind works. And there are a lot of school of thoughts, and we have physiology, or rather philosophy, psychology, and neuroscience talking about our brain and our mind. Correct? So, to simplify everything, I want to present the theory of mind by Dr. Kapas. And he said, talking about mind, please type mind. Please type mind. Talking about mind, there are two parts, two major parts: conscious mind, and we're talking about uh, this first part. Conscious mind is the mind that thinks and plans. It analyzes. It focuses on analysis rather, and then logic, reason, decision, will. So that's the conscious mind. And then the next part is your subconscious mind. So when we talk about subconscious mind, we're talking about habits and addictions, memories, attitudes, and beliefs, values, and spiritual connection. So, if I'm going to present a diagram, this is how our mind looks like. Talking about the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Look at this and here. Your conscious mind is 12% of your mind, and your subconscious mind is 88% of your mind. And somewhere in the middle, it's the critical mind. And so, again, uh, that's 12% conscious mind, and then subconscious mind 88%, around those figures. And what do we mean by critical mind? I was not able to define that a while ago. Critical mind is somewhere in between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, as what you can see in the diagram. And it is also known as reticular activating system. Reticular activating system, or RAS. So it acts as a filter whether to accept or not to accept an information to be stored in the subconscious mind. Okay? And then you can see down below the subconscious mind, it's part of it, the primitive mind. It's actually our fight or flight. Okay, it's a fight or flight. So, just to give you another diagram for you to understand more how our mind works and the composition of our mind. Okay, imagine an iceberg. Think of an iceberg. How does it look like? It's humongous, it's big, correct? You can see maybe in Antarctica or in Arctic Ocean, correct? You can see an iceberg. And yes, it's big, however, it's just the tip because actually below the sea or below the surface level, there is a bigger part of that iceberg. Can you relate? Let me show that photo. So our mind looks like this. The conscious mind is what you can see, okay? What you can like what you can see here, and then the subconscious mind is somewhere down, somewhere below. Okay? So are you still with me? Are you still connecting with me? Can you type yes if you're uh, engaging and if you are getting this? Okay? So let's focus on the subconscious mind. Most of the time, your subconscious mind is in charge because, as what we have said, it comprises 88% of our mind. So, we as individuals, we as humans, we live mostly on autopilot stage. So, what do I mean? For example, of autopilot, do you need to think whether you're going to brush your teeth in the morning or not? It's automatic, right? You don't need to decide, am I going to brush my teeth or not? Right? Same thing with if I am I going to eat food for the next 30 days? Do you still need to decide? No. It's automatic that you need to eat, di ba? So that's autopilot stage. That is your subconscious mind. The keyword is autopilot. Now, listen to this. Anything familiar to your subconscious mind is positive. Anything unfamiliar is negative. That is why when people were presented with different information or invitation and it's new to them, they tend to be skeptic because it's unfamiliar, and what is unfamiliar is negative. Now, but if we are familiar with a certain habit or even addiction, it's become normal to us. Yes, and it becomes positive. So that's how our subconscious mind interprets. So what happens? For example, smoking. In our subconscious, or rather in our conscious mind, we know that smoking is bad to the health, correct? In our conscious mind. But for those who always smoke and smoking is familiar to them, they cannot stop it because it's already a familiar activity of their subconscious mind. Even though they know it's bad, they cannot control it because it's within the subconscious. So, are you getting me? Anything familiar to your subconscious mind is positive, even though logically it is bad. Same thing, if it is logically good and you are still doing it, that's better. And that's what we need to do. Okay, I will expound later on. Your subconscious mind learns through intensity of emotion and through repetition. Please type repetition at the comment section. Type repetition. Repetition. Okay? Let me expound on that. We can tap the power of our subconscious mind to succeed in life by mastering our emotions and through repetitions. So, what do we mean by repetitions? It's already below good habits. Am I correct? Repetition or habits are repeated actions, correct? There are bad habits, but there are also good habits. And what we want to form are good habits so that we can succeed. Agree? So, with that, here in our talk about subconscious mind and success, in my part, talking about the scattered brain and the focused brain, I want to focus on these important success habits that you and I need to build. Okay? Are you ready for this? Talking about habit, please type habit at the comment section. And let me check for a while who are here. For Farila Rezahi, she said repetition. Erica Joy Poligrates, she said repetition. Thank you so much for commenting. Dailor Cabase, repetition. Okay. So thank you so much. And let's proceed. What are the habits for us to succeed? For us to have a focused brain? Let me ask you this. What are your goals? Like for this year, to end the year, what are your goals? What are your dreams? What are your plans for the rest of this year, 2021? Isn't it right that we have all our plans, goals, and dreams? Correct? Realize this. Some people are smart or maybe intelligent, yes, or talented, but they are not successful. Why? Some people know their personality types, but they are not successful. Why? Because of this. Identifying our personalities, our personality type, okay? Personality types are not enough. Our strengths, if we know our strengths, it is not enough. Strengths alone are not enough. Talents are not enough. Because as I have mentioned, there are a lot of talented people around the world. And maybe you know someone or some people in your network. They are talented, but they are not successful in several areas in life. Why? Because beyond your personality types, beyond your strengths, beyond your talents, you need to build good habits. So, please help me internalize this by typing at the comment section good habits. Good habits. Okay. So, let me continue talking about good habits. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, good habits, good habits. Please type it there. Okay. Build good habits. And let me see if you are commenting. Okay. So, uh, Oliver D. Mailig, good habit. Eddie Garcia, good habit. Ziana Taduran, good habit. Thank you so much. So please continue commenting and let's proceed to the first habit. Three habits that I will share with you. Habit number one is seek clarity. Seek clarity. And remember this when we talk about our brain, a scattered brain is a distracted brain. Would you agree there are a lot of distractions here, right now? Like for example, your uh, uh, mindless checking of different posts on social media or the noise around, etc. But our goal is to have a focused brain. We need a focused brain to succeed in life. Focus, focus, focus. And so when we are distracted, our mind is pointing to different directions. That is why we cannot achieve what we want in life and we are not able to become who we are designed to be. Are you following? So, yes, clarity. Seek clarity. We need a focused brain to succeed in life. And when we talk about clarity, what are we talking about? Clear about what? And so I want you to take note of this. If you have your pen and paper with you, it's much better. I want you to write because writing gives power and it helps you increase your memory level. Okay? So, clarity about what? I will present with you four things that you need to be clear of. Number one, clarity of purpose. When we talk about purpose, it's about the why. Why are you doing what you are doing? What is your purpose in life? What is your purpose of watching this webinar? What is your purpose of studying or working in that particular institution or company? What is the purpose of you building that business? Answer those questions. Okay? That's the first one, clarity of purpose. Next is clarity of personhood. And when we talk about personhood, we're talking about who you are. We're talking about, yes, your identity. Who you are, what are your character traits? Yes, what are your values? What do you value in life? You need to write those things down. What are the values? For example, your values could be love, compassion, maybe excellence, maybe honor or humility. What else? Um, Maybe it's about responsibility or ownership. There are a lot of values, and yeah, you may want to rank those values. What are your higher values? And you need to focus on that. Okay? So that's the personhood. And then next, clarity about your priorities. As I have mentioned a while ago, there are a lot of options and choices in front of us. Information, activities, demands, opportunities. So, given all of this, you need to clarify your priorities in life. Okay? So, I will expound more on that later. The next is the clarity of plans. Yes, I asked you a while ago, do you have dreams, goals? What are your goals and plans in life? So, when we talk about plans, do you write it? Do you write your plans, your step one, two, three, four, five in achieving your goal, maybe in accomplishing a project or in finishing a task or an assignment? Okay, so clarity of plans. And as I've said a while ago, I encourage you, write your plans, your strategies, write your goals, write your dreams, because it will help you gain more focus. Do you agree? Yes? So I hope that you're still with me, you're listening, and you are engaging. Okay. So I want you to share at the comment section, what do you want to achieve by the end of 2021? Talking about clarity, what do you want to achieve by the end of 2021? Share that at the comment section now. That's the first habit that I want to share to you. Habit number one, seek clarity. Let's now proceed to the habit number two. Habit number two is increase productivity. Can you type increase productivity? Okay. So when we talk about productivity, you know what? Your uh, I want to share with you this productivity hack. It's called divide and conquer rule. If you want to achieve something, especially the bigger ones, we need to 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 cut it, or to take some chunks and approach it, okay, little by little, so that you will be able to achieve what you want. So little by little. So what are you going to do when you're talking about increasing productivity? I'd like you to focus on your top three priorities for the day. So what you have heard maybe in the past is that you need to have a to-do list. Do this one, two, three, four, five. But before that to-do list, the errands, the tiny things, I want you to focus on the more important things. Identify. For example, you are a student. What are your top priority or priorities for today? If you are an employee and you are reporting for work, or maybe you are an entrepreneur and you will face another day to sell, to operate, or to manage your business. What are your top three priorities? I recommend that in the morning, write those things down, so that during the day you know what you are going to do. Okay? So that's the first one. And second is identify your weekly goals and monthly goals. So again, you're right. Do you have your planner with you? Or maybe you have your calendar in your phone? Yes, it will help. Whatever material that will help you or tool that will help you set your weekly goals and monthly goals so that you'll be able to minimize distractions and no direction, avoid going in different directions or no direction at all, but rather you are guided, you are focused because you have identified and you have written your weekly goals, monthly goals. Okay, so another one. Next is I don't want you to settle for good enough. I don't want you to say, "Oh, it's good enough." So, yeah, let's do another stuff. I want you to be excellent in everything that you do. Because you are an excellent person, correct? So, I'd like you each and every day give you 1% more, 1% more, 1% more because growth is achieved when you give 1% more each day. Okay. So 1%, 1% more. If you have accomplished something today and you will do another thing tomorrow, give your best. Give your best, give 1% more. Are you following? Yes. So let's proceed. Another one, another strategy is, of course, taking action daily. It may sound so common, but remember this or common sense, but common sense is not a common practice anymore. Yes. So for us, we tend to get distracted and we feel that a particular project is difficult or an assignment is difficult and we tend to walk away from those assignments or priorities. But remember, if we want to achieve something bigger, we want to build momentum. And how are we going to build our momentum? By taking action daily. Okay? Take action daily. Wonderful. So I like the hashtag of Jules De La Torre. She said, or he said, hashtag take action daily. Thank you so much. Okay. So, next one. This is very important as well. Talking about productivity. Yes, I understand. I honor your struggles. When you face roadblocks, frustrations, and disappointments, as you pursue your dream, your goals, as you work on your plans, as you execute all these strategies, even in times of trial, especially here during this pandemic and beyond, just KMF. Keep moving forward. As I've said, give your 1%, build momentum by taking action daily, and KMF, keep moving forward. And let me emphasize this even when you face roadblocks, frustrations, and disappointments, just KMF. Keep moving forward. Can you type KMF at the chat box just for me to know that you are still listening? Okay, KMF. So we're done with the second habit, which is increase productivity. We are now on our third one, the third and last habit for today. Actually, I have a lot of things to share with you, but for the purpose of time, I will share just three. The third habit is generate energy. Generate energy. You know what? Energy is not something that we already have, but rather, just like the power plant, energy is something that can be generated. And when we talk about energy, we're talking about mental energy, emotional energy, biological or physical energy, and also spiritual energy. Do you agree with me that you need all this? Yes? We need energy so that we can function well. Correct? Imagine if you are sick. How can you work properly if you are physically sick or emotionally down? Correct? And talking about your body, your physiology, your biology, okay. Your physiology, your body affects your psychology. As I've mentioned, if you are sick or if you are not confident about who you are physically, about your posture and everything, it will affect your psychology rather. And also it will affect your emotion. So what do I mean? Imagine if I'm speaking in front of you like this. I do not have the proper posture, and I'm crouching, and my voice is low. So can you try to listen to me? Right? Are you following? And so I don't have the if I don't have the energy, how can I influence you? And so it is important to have a good posture, to speak properly, and of course to generate energy. How are you going to do that? Energy, about physiology, number one, of course, get enough sleep. How many hours do you sleep each day? For some of you, maybe 3 or 4. You need to adjust your schedules and prioritize sleep at least 7 to 8 hours a day. I know that you would agree with me because I have experienced that also many times in the past, that when I lack sleep, I cannot function well. Yes. So same thing. We need to do that. Sleep sleep properly. So sleep well, or rather. Next is Our next is eat more healthy food. Okay. So sometimes I also have that challenge, how to eat well. Well, what I include in my daily eating habit, I add fruits, or I eat fruits early in the morning. How about you? What can you do to add more healthy food in your diet? Yes, it's important. And of course, include body movements in your daily routine, even though for some of you, you are still on a lockdown or you cannot travel freely or move freely. But even at the comfort of your home, please do that. Or maybe outside, just practice the uh, health protocols. Body movements such as dancing, maybe, or walking or exercising, you need that. So each and every time that you are in front of the computer, or you're studying or you're working and you're sitting, please make sure you stand and then you move. Okay? Can you do this with me? Okay? So shake, shake, shake. Okay? And say yes. Okay, yes. So body movement, it will help you feel good. It will help you feel good. I have met some gym goers, and he said that he feels good every day because he go to the gym regularly and he eat healthy food. Do you feel down? Do you feel depressed, distracted? Do these three things. Okay. Then let's continue. I want you to be mindful of your posture and how you project yourself. So just like what I have mentioned to you, sit properly. If you are sitting right now, I want you to be in this position, and I want you to project yourself properly in front of the screen, and I want you to, yeah, relax at the same time and feel confident. So when you stand properly or when you sit properly, you will feel a certain level of confidence already. You want to approach someone, you want to give a talk or present something online as well, sit properly. Prepare yourselves physically, and that will help you build confidence and regain focus. Okay? So, let's continue. Breathe deeply regularly. You know what? Several toxins in our body are being released every now and then when we breathe deeply. We tend to forget that we have shallow breathing most of the time. So I want to pause for a while, and I want you to sit properly, listen to this, and follow me. Okay? And with your smile, I want you to inhale using your nose, and make sure that your diaphragm will expand a bit. Okay? Feel it. Inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, exhale. I want you to relax. Inhale using your nose, exhale using your mouth. You may want to hold your diaphragm if you want to. Inhale, exhale. And if you want to feel energized, do this after breathing properly. Say yes. Say yes. so that you will be inspired even more. Okay? So, breathe deeply, regularly. And another one, this is another technique that I want you to do. Create positive triggers. Would you agree with me? There are a lot of negative triggers online. When you see the news, when you see a post that triggers you negatively, or when you hear someone talking about something bad, you feel bad as well. Okay? But I want you to create positive triggers. What do I mean? Maybe you want to get a paper or a note, and then I want you to write some positive words that will inspire you. For example, joy, love, peace, connection, some words that will inspire you and empower you. And you may want to put that in your bed, in your phone, maybe. Put that as a trigger to remind you of the kind of emotion and feeling and attitude that you want to imbibe for today. Okay, that is positive trigger, something that will remind you to think properly. Okay, create positive triggers. And then last would be master your transitions. Okay, just like later on at the end of my webinar or my training proper, we will have another speaker. So, how are you going to approach the webinar in a more positive way? When we talk about mastering your transitions, it's about you deciding and thinking how are you going to approach your next activity. Let me repeat. Mastering your transitions is loosely defined as thinking or deciding how are you going to approach your next activity. How do you want to feel? How are you going to work with excellence? Because you know what? Sometimes we tend to carry negative emotions from one activity to another. What are the transitions that we have each day? For example, from sleeping to eating breakfast, and then from eating breakfast to fixing ourselves, and fixing ourselves to reporting to work or dressing up for school. So my question is, if you had a bad day the previous day, and then you were not able to work on it and to approach it and to think clearly, how are you going to approach your today? What will happen? So can you see the transition somewhere in between? You can work on that and release any stress, any tension before you approach your next project or activity. How are we going to do that? Let's do this simple exercise. I want you to pause for a while, and I want you to relax, sit properly. Okay, please follow me, and I know and I believe that you are following me even though I cannot see you online. Okay, can you do that? Will you promise me you will follow me for just 30 seconds? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Okay, close your eyes, and then I want you to breathe properly. Okay, inhale and exhale. And then, as you do that, I want you to say the word release. Let's just pick the word release. In your mind, only in your mind, but I will verbalize it. Release, release, release. So, as you say release, I want you to command your body to release the tension maybe in your jaw. As you say release, release the tension, the pressure in your shoulders, in your chest, in your torso. As you say release, okay? And as you release the tension in your legs, in your knees, in your toes, release, okay? Release. How are you going to master your transition? After a certain level of releasing some tensions, okay, in your body physically, I want you now to think as you continue to close your eyes. How are you going to connect with me and engage with me now as you open your eyes? Will you engage more? Will you bring the joy? Will you be active in answering the questions at the screen? Will you give your smile and you will be more attentive? So think about that. So yes, and I want you to smile as you open your eyes at the count of three. One, two, three. And I want you to inhale. Okay, inhale, exhale, and say yes. Yes. Do you feel good? Okay. So my recommendation for you is this: review this webinar and the techniques that I have taught you, especially the master your transitions, and do the exercise at least 3 to 4 times a day. When you have different transitions from one activity to another, especially when you are going to face an audience or if you're going to work on your assignment or a big project. Okay? Make sense? I hope so. And yes. So, with that, we are done with these 3 habits that I have shared. I want to summarize before I end. I mentioned a while ago conscious mind, 12% of your mind. It's about logic, reason, decision, and will. Subconscious mind is the 88%. It comprises of the memories, the attitudes, the habits. We're talking about habits, values, and beliefs. And we need to minimize distractions to turn a scattered brain to a focused brain. And forming good habits will help us succeed in long term. So, the success habits that I have presented to you include seeking clarity, increase productivity, generate energy. To conclude, my dear friends, to all our viewers of IGP, we all agree that your subconscious mind works mostly 88% compared to your conscious mind 12%. So we need to work on our subconscious mind, meaning we need to work on our habits. The keyword is repetition, correct? To turn a scattered brain to focused brain, for sure success, we need to form good habits. And this is very important to end my talk. You need to apply the techniques and lessons learned here. Okay, apply regularly, not just one time, to make it more effective. Okay, so please give me do give me a favor. Please promise to me that after this webinar, this can be viewed every now and then. Please review what I have taught you so that you'll be able to learn more and apply these principles and techniques. To end, let me ask you these questions. Among the principles and practices that you discovered today, which one do you like the most? In seeking clarity or increasing productivity or in generating energy? What do you like the most? And what 3 steps are you going to take to apply what you have learned today? Please let me know at the comment section and later on I'll be back for the Q&A portion. Once again, this is Abin Gerlan telling you that you can go beyond the limits, and this is the end of my presentation, how to turn a scattered brain to a focused brain. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Okay. Wow. Oh, very wonderful presentation, Sir Aben. Thank you so much for sharing your insights regarding the topic. And for sure, our participants were inspired and empowered by your presentation tonight, especially during this pandemic time where most of us and our participants are experiencing a lot of challenges and difficulties. Okay. Well, talking about the insights, sir, let me share some of my notes to point out those important details that Sir Aben shared tonight. And I think some of already recapped by Sir Aben a while ago. But of course, maybe what you have in different or the dear participants, maybe we have different insights and from my own insights, of course, that I have taken down. But of course, I am very sure that we have something in common, and that is we both learned for this webinar topic for tonight. Okay, so the first note that I have wrote here is that we have to go beyond the perceived limits, and
Yeah.
it was discussed how are we going to achieve it. Number one is to develop good habits. Yan. Building good habits to attain our goal or our dreams. Because it's not enough, according to Sir Aben, good personalities, strengths, and talents to achieve those things that we want. Okay? And to develop those good habits that reiterated by Sir Avon, we have three practices that we have to develop among ourselves. Number one is to seek clarity. Number two is to increase productivity. In increasing productivity, I have to share this quote that was shared also by Sir Avon. Growth is achieved by giving 1% more every day. Wow, it's very inspiring, sir. Another one is to build momentum by taking action daily. I think this is very practical, but I think it is very meaningful. Next, we have to do the KMF. Okay? KMF stands for keep moving forward even when faced odds and disparities in life. The last but not the least, it is focusing on ourselves, which is all about generating energy. Yan. Because according to Sir Aben, physiology greatly affects psychological aspects of our body. Okay, so Sir Aben, please stay with us because later on we will have our question and answer part wherein our participants can ask directly from our speakers. Okay, so from to our dear participants, you can take down your questions and your queries, and later on we will go back to Sir Aben. Okay, thank you so much, Sir
Yes.
Aben.
See you
And
later.
before moving on to our next speaker, once again, I am inviting our dear participants to please support us by sharing, by tagging, and by mentioning your friends in the comment section. Later, we will give the e-certificate link in the comment box, and if ever that you will face any problem, we can have instructions later on how to claim your e-certificate. Moving on, let's now go to our next speaker. Our next speaker is an electrical engineer with diploma in VJTI, degree in SPCE. He has 6 years of corporate experience in Blue Star Limited. In between, he did MBA in marketing. Now he is working as motivational speaker and counselor because he is obsessed, according to him, he is obsessed about helping others. Wow. He did certifications from national and international trainers in the area of psychology and mind power. He had delivered around 500 seminars and webinars too, and trained around 24,000 people. His dream is to create one core success stories and make the world a better place to live in. Ladies and gentlemen, from India, let us welcome Sir Samir Narad. Sir Samir?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How many of you would love to achieve grand success? Reply yes in the chat box. How many of you would love to achieve grand success in your life? I'm waiting for your answer in the chat box. How many of you would love to achieve grand success in your life? Most of you say, yes, we want to achieve that grand success. Let me tell you, my dear friends, why I'm asking you this question. Because everything is created twice in the world. Always remember, everything is created twice in the world. The clothes I'm wearing, the Facebook, the WhatsApp, the internet, the Zoom, all things created twice in the world. Any idea how? Any idea? First of all, it was in human mind. First of all, it was in human mind and then in the real world. So whatever you want to create, be it in health, be it in career, be it in relationship, be it finance, social, spiritual, anything, you need to create in your mind. If it is not in your mind, then it can't be there in the real world. We all want to achieve the grand success, but let me tell you, you need to influence others for that, isn't it? That is what the leadership is all about. When you influence others, then you create massive success for yourself. But how can you do that? My dear friend, you may be wearing amazing clothes, amazing hairstyle, beard style, amazing makeup, but more than that, you need to use something different. Some different words can create the magic in your life. See, I don't know where you are located right now. It may be morning, afternoon, evening. So let us assume this is the evening time for you. Then what you will say? Suppose I am meeting you the first time. What you will say? Reply me in the chat box. What you will say? Exactly. So Ria is telling, good evening. I am telling you, my dear friend, do not use good evening. Instead of that, why don't you use great evening? Why don't you use great evening? Whatever 99% people are doing, if you do the same thing, you will get the same result. No rocket science. Whatever 99% people are doing, if you do the same thing, you will get exactly the same response. What 99% people are getting? I know you want to become exceptional. I know you want to become extraordinary, outstanding. Then, my dear friend, please use some different words. From today onwards, from this moment onwards, start saying great morning, great afternoon, great evening. Because your words create your world. Always remember, your words create your world. Start saying great morning, great afternoon, great evening. We all want to have great people in our life, right? Supportive, positive, motivated people in our life. But let me tell you, the kind of people going to come in your life totally depends upon your behavior. You attract them. Same frequency people attract each other. The kind of person you are, same kind of person will be there in your life. So do not blame another person. You need to understand this basic funda. Whatever you are, same kind of people going to come in your life. There is one amazing quote in English: your vibe attract your tribe. Kind of vibe you have, kind of vibration you have, same kind of people going to come in your life. There is one amazing quote again in English: birds of same feather flock together. So, my dear friend, if you really want to attract positive, dynamic, supportive people in your life, you need to be like that. There is one amazing quote by Mahatma Gandhi: be the change you want to see in the world. So, if you want to attract great people in your life, then you need to do something different. You need to be that person. Let me give you one case study for that regarding the words. Yeah, and before that, I would say most of the time when we meet people, we ask, how are you? Don't we? We ask, how are you? Suppose I ask right now, how are you, my dear friend? Then what you're going to reply? Put it in the chat box. What you're going to reply? If I ask, how are you? Most of the people going to say, I can see over here, they are going to say, I'm fine, I'm good. I request you, start using some different words. This is how you're going to influence your subconscious mind. Eben said that we need to create some amazing habits, and this is what we need to do. See, what you do every single day, that is going to transform your life. Wow. Now the people are saying they are quite smart. They are saying, I'm great. Amazing. But make sure you say it every single time. Instead of saying fine, because the meaning of word fine is penalty and punishment. Do you agree or not? Meaning of word fine is penalty and punishment also. So instead of saying I am fine, Why don't you say, I'm great, I'm awesome, I'm fantastic, I'm top of the world, I'm amazing, I'm miraculous, I'm magnificent? Use some dynamic words, my dear friends. You need to use some powerful words. Then only you're going to influence the world in a great way. Then only you're going to influence your subconscious mind. See, I'm sharing these small hacks. These are the hacks to tap your subconscious power, to program your subconscious mind. Very small things. Because your words create your world. And let me share you one amazing case study regarding this. In 2016, in India, there was Cricket World Cup. In 2016, India, there was Cricket World Cup. Any idea which team won that World Cup? Any idea? You can reply in the chat box. You can Google it if you want. 2016 T20 Cricket World Cup. Which team won that World Cup? Any idea? Let me see what kind of answers you're giving. In 2016, which team won the Cricket World Cup? T20 Cricket World Cup, which happened in India. Let me tell you, the team was West Indies. The team was West Indies. And you know what? They were dancing on one song. Do you remember? They were dancing on this song. They were doing their body movements like this and they were dancing. And they were saying, DJ, Bravo, Bravo is a champion, Gale is a champion. I hope you remember song Champion, Champion. So they were repeating the word champion again and again and again. And because of that, they programmed their subconscious mind. They programmed their subconscious mind and they won that World Cup. And let me tell you the backstory. West Indies team, they were stuck in Dubai. They were not having enough funds to come to India to play the World Cup. So that point of time, India supported them. India supported them. Think about it. And West Indies team came to India and they played the World Cup. And throughout the World Cup, they were dancing on the song Champion. Champion, Champion. And meaning of the word champion is a winner. And they programmed their subconscious mind for that. Whole World Cup, they were dancing on that song. During that World Cup, they lost a match against one team, Afghanistan. Afghanistan, for the first time, they were participating in the World Cup. They were not having that skilled in cricket. And Afghanistan team easily beat West Indies in a league match. Can you believe it? And you know what? Afghanistan team started dancing on the song Champion. Any idea why Afghanistan started dancing? They wanted to tease West Indies team. They wanted to tease West Indies team because Champion song was belonging to West Indies and they started dancing on Champion. So ideally, West Indies team should have felt really bad and they should have left the ground itself, but they didn't do like that. Whole West Indies team came on ground, whole West Indies team, and they danced on Champion. So winning and losing, both teams were dancing on the song Champion. Can you believe it? This happened. And this is known as positive attitude. And because of this, West Indies team beat India in semi-final and England in the final. So why I shared you this case study? Because kind of words you're using every single day, it is programming your subconscious mind. You may be taking for granted. You may be continuously using good morning, good morning, good morning. I would say just say great morning. Just shift it. When people ask you, how are you? Start saying, I'm awesome, I'm fantastic, I'm top of the world. Very simple stuff. I see most of the people, while even talking on a phone, they use some negative words while talking on a phone. They say like, no problems, no issues, no worries, no tension. Have you seen like that? Most of the people while talking on the phone, they say like that. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Yeah, no worries, no worries. No tension, no tension. No issues, no issues. Most of the people talk like that. Do you do the same thing? My dear friend, if you keep on repeating words like issues, tensions, problems, and worries, you know what will happen? You will program your subconscious mind for that. So I request you to shift it to some powerful words. While talking on a phone, start using some powerful words. Start saying, I'm awesome, fantastic, great, amazing, a lot of things. Yeah, so if the topic is serious, then you can say just okay. But otherwise, you need to use some powerful words. Even while chatting, also, while drafting a mail, also, try to use some powerful dynamic words. And this is how you're going to program your subconscious mind. It's a very simple hack. So, one more hack I will tell you. Here, all of you must be having a super phone, right? That is a smartphone. I'm calling it super phone because it is beyond computer right now. It's beyond laptop right now. The kind of password you set on your mobile phone or maybe Gmail or whatever it may be, do you know it is shaping up your life? Kind of password you keep. If you keep ordinary password, then nothing is going to happen. I request you, why don't you keep some powerful password? Why don't you keep password of your goal? Whatever may be your goal, maybe financial freedom, maybe a great job, maybe great business opportunity, maybe amazing relationship, or whatever it may be, keep that password in coded language. Suppose you want financial freedom, then you can say like FF and maybe at the rate your name, or maybe at the rate the initial of your name, something like that. It's very simple technique, but it can create massive result. The social media, the social media we are using, that also can program our mind. You may say how it is going to program our mind. You are using WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook and all, and we have one concept known as status and stories everywhere. Do you know kind of stories, status you keep, that kind of energy you're going to attract in your life. Suppose you keep a positive dynamic status or DP, you share some kind of post, you know what kind of energy going to come in your life? Same like the post. I hope you know there is one law which is known as law of karma. Action, reaction. What you give, you get it back. So make sure on social media, you share something powerful, which is meaningful. Why I'm sharing this? Because most of the people change their DP, their status, their stories as per their mood. As per their mood, they keep on shifting it. Don't do like that. In that case, you will attract negative energy in your life. When you share something negative, negative things will come in your life. So these are few basic fundamentals. If you follow, trust me, you will program your subconscious mind for the grand success. How many of you understood these basic principles? How many of you understood this basic principle? Kindly reply me in the chat box. How many of you understood completely these basic principles, the power of words, the power of social media? Because whatever you're going to share to the world, you're going to get it back. Do not change it as per your mood. However you're feeling, always share some positive, some amazing stuff, because same kind of things going to come in your life. Yeah, now I'm going to share one amazing PPT, amazing concept from which you will get amazing clarity about your mind, how you're programming your mind every single moment. Just give me a few seconds, let me share that. Just give me a few seconds, my dear friend. Great. The topic which I'm going to share right now is water has memory. Do you believe water has memory? Sounding weird? My dear friends, water has memory. Dr. Masaru Emoto, he said, water has memory. The molecular structure of the water, the proton, neutron, electron, they are impacted by the thoughts. They are impacted by the thoughts. Can you believe it? Let me share you his experiment. So he did one amazing experiment at the Fujiwara Dam. He was living in Japan and everyone was calling him mad because he was saying water has memory. Let's see what he did. He took a glass of water and kept it in a freezer. He took a glass of water from a Fujiwara dam and he kept it in a freezer. And after that, he observed that structure, that ice formation under microscope. And he realized there is some weird structure, which you can see on the left side, polluted and toxic water from Fujiwara dam. Then he did the same experiment. Same experiment. Took a glass of water, kept it in a freezer. That ice formation he checked under microscope. But because of that concept, he is witnessed something miraculous. You can see on the right side. I'm so excited to share this concept with you. You can see on the right side. But you must be seeing one small line. After offering 1 hour prayer, what exactly they did? So before doing that experiment, he asked some Buddhist monk. Okay, he asked some Buddhist monk to come together and pray nearby the dam. They did prayers and meditation for 1 hour, and after that, he did that experiment, keeping a glass of water in a freezer. So this is what he observed. Now, is it like only Buddhist monk and their prayers and their meditation can create such impact? No, it's not like that. Even if the Hindu person is there, same result. If the Muslim person is there, same result. Even the Christianity follower, same result. So it is not about God and religion, my dear friends. It is about the vibration. Don't you think whenever any person is praying, it is all about that vibration? It is not about religion, God. It is all about that positive vibration. So that positive vibration impacted the water in this way. And he did few more experiments. Let us check it out. Look at the picture of love, the impact of the vibration of love on the water, the impact of vibration of wisdom on the water, the impact of thank you on the water, and impact of joy on the water. He did this experiment. You can Google it. Now, when I first understood this concept, I wasn't believing. I felt like, how come it is possible? Being an engineer, I just couldn't digest. I decided to do one experiment. And I did one experiment at my home. And let me share you that. I took 3 glasses of water. Each glass was half filled. And on each glass, I wrote something. And it was having raw rice inside. Every glass was half filled and a raw rice inside that water. One glass was having message, I love you and thank you. Another glass was having message, I hate you. The glass in between with no message at all. And after a few more days, this is what I saw. I love you water and I hate you water, and in between water without any message. There was some difference in the color. I hope you can notice that. And after a few more days, what I witnessed, that was miracle. That was absolute miracle. I love you water was still clean, still awesome. I hate you water, it was having bit of fungus. And the glass in between, it was having thick layer of fungus, my dear friends. Proven. The water has been impacted by vibrations, by those words. I did the experiment again with the cooked rice. I got the same result. With the cooked rice also, I got the same result. Now you must be thinking why this concept is important to us. Water is getting impacted. We can filter the water. We can purify the water. We have a lot of water filtration plants and all. Then why we should worry about this concept? Let me tell you why you need to consider this concept very sincerely, because it is going to change your life. My dear friend, your body has 70% water. Your body has 70% water. So whatever you are thinking whole day, it is impacting your mind and body. Whatever you're thinking whole day. Do you know what? In a day, you think around 60,000 thoughts. In a day, you think around 60,000 thoughts. Think about it. And as per research, it's not my research, but as per research across many universities, 90% of the thoughts of the people are mostly negative. 90%. Now think about it. What kind of programming you're doing with your mind and body? And hence I requested you to use some dynamic words, some powerful words. Because moment you start using some powerful words, you program your mind and body. Isn't it so simple? And hence, we should use some powerful words whenever we get an opportunity to talk to someone. Also, you can do the amazing self talk also, no doubt about that, because your self talk is a communication with universe. You can do amazing self talk. You should do empowering self talk, no doubt about that. But along with that, start using some powerful words also. Make sure you start spreading a lot of positivity also. And this is how you're going to program your mind and body. Is it making sense, my dear friends? 70% water in your body is getting programmed by your thinking and your words on continuous basis. And this is how we program our subconscious mind. 90% or maybe more than that, the illness and diseases are psychosomatic, only because of negative thoughts and feelings. We are getting impacted. So take care of your thoughts and feelings. You can create magic. Start using some powerful words. You can create magic. I hope you understood this question. Just reply me in the chat box if it is making really sense to you and you're feeling empowered right now. You got a very big secret. See, everyone told you till now, think positive, but no one taught you why. No one taught you why. What is the scenario behind that? Why everyone thought like positive thinking is just like a wishful thinking. Why should I think positive? What is the use of that? And this is the secret, because water has memory. There are so many farmers across world. They use some powerful music across the cattle and the farms to grow the plants in an amazing way. You must have heard that. People call it the music therapy. Yeah, people call it the music therapy. It is nothing but impacting the water within those plants and within your body also. So start using some powerful words. And one important point I want to just share with you, how you can think positive, because you understood why you need to think positive. That you understood clearly, because water has memory. But the $1,000,000 question is how to be consistently positive. And the answer for that is in this concept: gratitude. Just be grateful. My dear friend, you are blessed beyond imagination. Do not complain. You are blessed beyond imagination. The kind of things you have right now in your life, people outside praying for that. There are so many people across world praying for the thing you have right now. So be grateful, because grateful heart is a magnet of miracles. Gratitude can turn your life into gold. Gratitude is a vitamin for your soul. There are so many things I can say about gratitude, because the moment you're grateful, you become happy. The moment you're grateful, see, I'm not asking for very big things. I'm asking you to be grateful for very small things. You're alive right now. Do not take it for granted. There's so many people dying outside. You're breathing right now. You're watching this webinar right now. Do not take it for granted. There are so many people, they are in the depression, that they are struggling. They are not having any clue what to do with their life. But you are blessed. You can see this webinar right now, or maybe you're going to watch the recording because you have the internet connection. Do not take it for granted. You have the electricity. Do not take it for granted. You have food at your home. Do not take it for granted. There are so many things you can be grateful for. And the magic is, the moment you're grateful, you become happy. You become happy. I hope you know happiness is a key to success. Type in the chat box. Happiness is a key to success. Happiness is a key to success. Success is not key to happiness. Most of the people think like they are going to be very happy once they achieve something. Until then, they are going to be in a depressed state. They're not going to feel happy because they haven't achieved anything. They're not going to smile at all. Most of the people think like that. Even I used to think like that. But it is other way around. Happiness is a key to success. I will tell you what this formula is all about. Happiness is a key to success. See, the moment you are happy, you're enthusiastic, isn't it? The moment you're happy, you're enthusiastic. And whenever you're enthusiastic, you generate positive thoughts. Automatically, you generate positive thoughts. The moment you generate positive thoughts, you take positive actions. And last but not the least, moment you take the positive actions, the results are going to be positive only. So let me summarize this concept. First of all, you become happy. Happiness drives the enthusiasm. Enthusiasm drives the positive thoughts. Positive thoughts drive positive actions, and positive actions give you positive results, isn't it? So be happy. Be happy. Use the concept of gratitude to become happy. See, I'm not saying you do not dream big. You be happy with what you have. I'm not saying like that. Have a very big dream. Nothing wrong in that. But chase that dream with happiness. Do not chase that dream with a lot of sadness, with a lot of bitterness inside. No. Chase that dream with a lot of happiness. And one last point I want to share you. Do not give the key of happiness to others. The moment you depend upon others for the happiness, it may be people or maybe things, you will be in a big trouble. You will be in a big trouble because people and things going to change. I hope you know change is the only constant thing in the world. Change is the only constant thing in the world. So make sure you take the charge of your happiness. Be grateful, my dear friend. Albert Einstein once said, if you want to be happy, then tie it to a goal. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people and things. Just be happy, just be grateful. And if you want the best to best thing to come in your life, I hope you want best to best things to come in your life, right? Then I'm going to share you one magic formula. Always follow that. Give the world the best you have. Give the world the best you have. Then best in the world, then best in the world will come back to you, you, and only you, my dear friends. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Let me know if you have any questions. Would love to answer your
Okay.
questions.
Okay. So thank you so much, Sir Samir, for your motivational talk. It was very inspiring to know that everything starts from what we think about ourselves. Amidst negativities that surrounds us, we can still have a positive perception about life by feeding our subconscious mind with positive things. Let me share some notes that was discussed by Sir Samir just to recap about what he shared to us. We have number one, we have to attract positive things in life by doing something different every day. Okay. Next is we have to use some dynamic and powerful words. Wow. Then program your subconscious mind by positive things. Social media greatly affects our mind, so we have to be selective by what we do and share in it. Okay, here is one thing that was shared also by Sir Samir. Water has memory. I get curious about this. What water is affected by the negativities and positivities in the environment. It was supported with experiment a while ago. But since our body is composed of 70% water, we are vulnerable for the absorption of these things, both bad and good vibrations around. Okay. And of course, we must not forget. I thought that education is the key to success, but according to Sir Samir, it is happiness is the real key to success. And I agree with that also. And the last but not the least is that we can be a source of these positive things. So we have to give the world of the best that we have and it will come back to us. Okay, so wow, it is very inspiring, and we have learned a lot for tonight. Sir Samir, please stay with us because after this we will have the question and answer part wherein our participants can have the question. Okay, so at this juncture, we let us proceed to our quiz competition. So to our dear participants, I am encouraging everyone to please join in our quiz competition for a chance to have a certificate for winning are the names of the following participants who are already in our quiz competition. Okay? And we are still waiting for some. Again, I would like to invite other participants to please join and have a chance to win an e-certificate. Okay? So we have our link for the quiz, www.slido.com, and then you can use the code all caps IGP quiz. The link is in our comment box. You can just click the link and it will direct you to our quiz competition. Okay, so far we have 76 participants at this moment, and we are still waiting for the others to come in. Okay, by the way, after this quiz competition, we will have the question and answer portion where we can directly ask our speakers for tonight about the topic that was discussed a while ago. Or if you have any queries about the topic, it is your chance to learn from the questions that you have. And of course, from the questions of our fellow participants. Okay? So we have 94 participants at this moment. And you can see your name on the screen. Okay, we have Emily M. Rifuhio. Okay, Maria Francis and Esperto. Okay, for number one, we have the two major components of the mind are the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Is it true or false? Okay, so there are 99% of our participants got the correct answer. Let us proceed. Okay, on the leaderboard. Okay, we have number two question. The conscious part of the mind is about 200% of the mind. Is it true or false? Okay, between 38 and 63%, and 63% got the correct answer. Okay. Okay, you can see on the leaderboard. Okay, next question. The subconscious part of the mind is about 88% of the mind. Is it true or false? Okay, so 84% got the correct answer. So it is true that 88% is composed of the subconscious mind. Okay, logic, reason, decision, and will belongs to the conscious mind part of the mind. Is it true or false? Okay, so between 92 and 8%, and there are 92% of the participants got the correct answer. So it is true. Okay, next. Memories, attitudes, habits, values, and beliefs belong to the subconscious mind. Is it true or false? Okay, so 88% got the correct answer. Okay, so we have on the leaderboard, we have Dennis on the first spot. Everything is created how many times in the world? Once or twice? 83% versus 17%. And only 17% got the correct answer. Wow. Okay, which song DJ Bravo sang? Winner, champion. Okay, 77% got the correct answer. Okay, we have on the number one spot, Gina Lynn. What you must say when people ask you, how are you? Fine or great? The correct answer is great. And there are 75% of the participants got the correct answer. Okay. Next, birds of which feathers flock together? Same or different? This is question number 9. Okay, 93% or 7%? The correct answer is 7% got the correct answer. Okay. Next, whatever we will become depends on what? Okay, next moment. and only 14% got the correct answer. Okay, so let us now proceed to the identification of our winners. We have the top five. We have Bea Micah Angeles, Naong Laton, Jenaline Villar Resurrection, Michelle Flaviano, Darlene Ramos. Okay, and let's see who are the next five on the top 10 list. We have, okay, okay, sorry. So we have the updated list. We have Home Micah Angeles on the number one spot. Number two is Naong Laton. Number three, Jenaline Villar Resurrection. Number four, Richelle Flaviano. Number five, Darlene Ramos. Number six is Desiree Biare. Number seven, we have Helbert Legaspe. Number eight, Marlita Nilo. And number 9, we have Marivic C. Clavicilla. And number 10, we have Dennis Ginto Serso. Okay, so congratulations to our top 10 winners for today's quiz competition. And for the non-winners, just keep joining. Maybe next webinar, you can be also our winner. Okay, so congratulations. Okay, so let's have let's now have the question and answer part of our webinar session. So I am again encouraging our participants to Okay, so welcome once again, Sir Avon and Sir Samir. Let us now have our quiz question and answer part of this webinar. So let us wait for our participants. Okay, so we have the first participant to Mr. Avon Garland. Can toxic environment on a team or in a group affect generating a positive energy on a personal level? This question is from Feruz Akbarov. Sir Avon?
Yes, Feruz, thank you so much for that question. Yes, actually, we need to be mindful of the kind of environment that we are in. So if there are toxic environment, toxic relationships, it will definitely affect the desire for us to have a positive energy on a personal level. However, there are circumstances wherein we cannot avoid that, the toxic environment. So what you need to do is, yes, you cannot avoid this because maybe it's your work or it's in your school and you cannot leave that group right there and then, but it's important for you to create another group to connect with more positive people around you, and for sure there are a lot of great people there outside or somewhere beside you.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Avon. And thank you also to our participant for that question. Okay, so it is really true that in an environment, we cannot be able to please everyone, and sometimes conflict arises. Okay, so coming from the same participant, we have to Mr. Samir Narad. You mentioned some interesting examples from the world of sport. England national football team manager Gareth Southgate attracted people from various walks of life in his coaching staff. Is it more useful to collaborate with like minded people from the same field or vice versa?
See, I would say you're going to attract the kind of person you are. Even if you suppose you are genuinely a positive person, then automatically you're going to attract same frequency people. You need not search for them. You know, whatever you are seeking is seeking you. If you are seeking positivity and you're a dynamic person, then rest of the things are going to happen. So ideally, same frequency people are going to come together, whether you want it or not, whether you like it or not. So I would say just work upon your own frequency, work upon influencing yourself, then rest of the things are going to happen. And obviously, when the like-minded people are together, then it is going to be really awesome. It is going to be really fantastic. See, when I say like-minded people, that doesn't mean their approach would be same. Everyone may have the different unique approach towards the same goal. What matters is having that same vision, same goal. Sometimes variety gives you a lot of spice. That variety is required for the innovation. The variety is very critical part for the innovation, because whenever there is a difference of opinion, it can be the great for the innovation. Difference of opinion, having a bit of mutualism, and ultimately the innovation. But goal has to be the same. Goal has to be the same. Obviously, it is going to happen. It all depends upon your own vibration. I hope you got the answer.
Okay, so thank you so much, Sir Samir, for that wonderful answer. Okay, so positivity attracts positive things. Okay, so next question is from Mirasol Silaga. Sir Aben, how to awaken work on subconscious mind? Is it possible to awake with life mistakes, experiences, failures, and struggles? And why subconscious mind holds higher percentage, which is 88% of human thinking? Well, there are three questions here, Sir Aben. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much, Mirasol. So, to answer that, how to awaken our subconscious mind, actually, Samir also shared that a while ago. But yes, is it possible to awake if we have mistakes, if we have bad experiences or failures? Yes, it is. Although we need guidance, of course, from somebody who can help us on that. But what I suggest is that you invite more positivity in your life. I have mentioned a while ago the positive triggers. Like what Samir have said, we need to imbibe in our life, in our choice of words, those beautiful words that can affect us. Like the beautiful, wonderful words. How are you going to redefine yourself? Right? So it's very important to, yes, acknowledge what we have experienced in the past, but remember, it will not define your future. You need to make a decision. The question of why subconscious mind holds higher percentage or 88% of the human thinking, it's because we have a lot of experiences, we have a lot of what we have encountered a lot since childhood until now, and so it was stuck up in our mind, in our subconscious along the way. And so yes, that's what had happened. And imagine this, when we when we do things when we were a child, when we were a child, okay, so it piles up every day, every week, month, and every year. So that's what has been happening to us. So yes, if that is the case, we need to inject some positive habits for us to really make the subconscious mind advantageous for us. So I have said there are good habits or great habits that we can take, and also there are the bad habits, correct? There are what we call addictions. It was compounded over time. However, when we inject 1% every time, what percent every day, new positive habit, it will also compound over time. And so that's how you are going to inject positivity, and that's how you are going to um, uh, awaken the subconscious mind for yourself. Okay, so yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So thank you so much, Sir Avon. Another question is from Farila Rizahi. To Sir Samir, I always try to think positive, but whenever I think positive, the result always disappoint me, and it becomes the opposite of what I wanted. How to deal with this situation, sir?
Yeah, this is a great question. See, it is not about just mere thinking. Let me tell you, only thinking is not going to help you. You need to be very consistent. You need to be very consistent. If you think positive for maybe half an hour or so, and rest of the time you're thinking negative, then it is not going to help you. You need to be consistent in this process, and then only things are going to work in your favor. And let me tell you, even if you're thinking really amazing, powerful, positive thoughts consistently and still experiencing some kind of failures, then just try to convert that pain into power. Whenever you experience kind of failure or rejection, you start putting more efforts. See, there is no guarantee that after thinking positive you're going to attract only positive results. Sometimes negative results are very very important, because we can shift our paradigm. In the last question also, uh, that a participant asked, whenever we have mistakes, struggles and all, then how we can awaken the subconscious mind? I would say you can awaken your subconscious mind, program your subconscious mind, achieve your grand success whenever you experience big massive failures, because this is where you get unbelievable pain, and this is where you can convert that pain into power. So it is very
Okay.
important.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much, Sir Samir. So it is very important that we have to align our positive thinking with our actions. Okay. Next question is from Jermaine Rio Martinez. To Mr. Aben, how to deal with difficult people at work and school.
Okay, thank you, Jermaine, for that question. And we cannot avoid difficult people. We cannot avoid toxic people around us, correct? Not only at work and in school, even at home, even in our church, even in our communities, correct? But those things, those attitudes and behaviors, we cannot control. If we want to deal with them, we need to focus on what we can control, and that is our approach. That is our behavior. That is our response. So, I talked about clarity a while ago. I talked about clarity of personhood, of who you are. I'd like you today, at this moment or after this webinar, I'd like you to think of three things on how you are going to approach different people each day. Write it down. For example, you want to be inspiring, caring, and empowering, or you want to be understanding, to be more patient. So, if you include that in your habit to be that kind of person, yes, you will be that kind of person along the way. So, the moment that you experience or a difficult situation with that difficult people or difficult person in your life, you know much better how to deal with them. Okay? So, I ask you or I recommend you that you identify three words that will define how you are going to deal with different kinds of people. So, I have mentioned mine actually. I have these three words about the clarity of my social interactions. If when I'm going to speak in front of the public, or if I'm going to meet a friend, or if I'm going to hold a meeting, either virtual or in person, I make sure that I remind myself of my kind of approach to these people. Three words I have mentioned a while ago: inspiring, caring, empowering. This is who I am. This is who I want to become every now and then. I want to be inspiring, caring, and empowering no matter what. Yes, we may fail along the way, but the very goal is to keep on doing it even if we fail sometimes to understand other people. So, yes, three words that will define how you are going to interact with these people. I hope this will help.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Aben, for sharing that wonderful answer. Okay, another question from Mirasol Silaga. To Sir Samir, I'm curious, what is chakra and how chakra is connected to subconscious mind to obtain peace and balance well-being?
Amazing
Sir.
question. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My dear friend, you know, we have, all of us, we have different energy center. Chakra is the energy center. Chakra is the energy center. So at the base, there is something called as root chakra. There are different chakras, but I would just explain about root chakra as of now, because there are some major chakras also and micro chakras also. I'm just focusing on very basic root chakra, so that you can activate with the help of some kind of chanting and all. So I will not go into spirituality now. Let me keep it very scientific. You know, when you start thinking positive, when you start thinking in a great way, automatically you activate your root chakra. And one simple trick, let me give you a simple trick. The red color is the chakra, color of the root chakra. So whenever you see red color, you feel inspiring, powerful, energetic. So that is what you can do with basic chakra, and you need to start with that, because it's a very big topic. I'm not master blaster of that topic, but I will give you very basic concept, that chakra is our energy center, and we can activate them by thinking amazing thoughts. If you are consistently using some positive words, then automatically it's going to impact your chakras. And first of all, focus upon root chakra, because if root chakra is not strong, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. So you need to focus upon root chakra, and root chakra can be activated by seeing red color, or maybe elephant, you know, the shape of the elephant. Now I will not go in too much spirituality. I will just say shape of elephant, red color can help you to activate your root chakra. And once you have the strong root chakra, then rest of the chakras you can build upon.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Samir, for that wonderful answer. Let us wait for the other participants for their question. Okay, from Daisy Rose Sanchez to Sir Samir, why is it some people, when they think positive, it turns to a negative result?
Great. Amazing question again. See, I would say, see, there is something called as vibration also. See, it is all about the dominating thoughts. You must have heard about one book, Think and Grow Rich. It was written in 1937, and still it is an international bestseller. In the first chapter itself, the author Napoleon Hill says that it is all about your dominating thoughts. See, having thoughts, only positive thoughts, somewhere down the line or maybe once in a while, it is not going to help you. It has to be the obsession. Are you obsessed about your result? Is it a dominating thought? Is it dominating you every single second? Then automatically you're going to attract amazing people in your life. And this is what the even law of attraction is all about. What you think and feel, you attract in your life. See, only don't do the wishful thinking. Along with the thinking, you need to take some massive action also. Suppose I say, I want to become a great public speaker, and I am lying down and watching movies on Netflix, doing time pass, then nothing is going to happen. You need to take massive action along with your positive thoughts. Then only the magic will happen in your life. And as I said earlier, even if the negative results are coming in your life, try to convert that pain into power. See, I will give you my example right now. Last week, I participated in one competition, one super speaker competition. And you know what? I didn't qualify for Super 100. I was in top 250 participant. I presented my video, but I wasn't there in Super 100. I felt really bad that point of time because I visualized, I was thinking really positive. I delivered amazing video, but still I didn't get that opportunity. But you know what I did? I converted that pain into power. I decided that I am going to be the super awesome. I am going to put more efforts next time. So this is what we should look at the life. Sometimes failures are extremely important to give us the fantastic track. Problems are gifts, my dear friends. The challenges, problems are the gift. Make most of it.
Okay, so thank you so much, Sir Samir. It's sometimes having positive or being positive or having positive response into a negative result. Okay, so that was our last question from our participants, and thank you so much to our guest speakers for answering those questions of our participants, and also thank you to all our participants who actively participated through their questions. We are also learning from every question that you address to our speakers. Sometimes we are sharing the same questions in mind, and once again, to our dear speakers, Sir Aben and Sir Samir, thank you so much. And we are very grateful for sparing your time just to be with us tonight. So we owe a lot of learnings that we have acquired tonight. Sir Aben and Sir Samir, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sir June and
Thank you so much.
IGP.
Yeah, yeah. Same here. Thank you so much, IGP. Thank you so much, Abin, for referring me. And God bless each and every
Yeah,
one
you're
of you.
welcome.
God bless you.
God bless all of you.
And God bless you, June, for your fantastic delivery.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so for our announcement, our first webinar series program, which is composed of 5 parts, is uh, entitled Authentic Assessment in Teaching and Learning, Part 1, last October 1, on October 12. And okay, so let us now come to the certification process of getting your e-certificate. Okay, take note, it is very important. Without an account on our website, you can visit, but you cannot do anything functionally. So, I am encouraging our participants to please have an account so that anytime, no hassle when you are going to enter to our website. You can join all our live programs from Facebook page, Facebook group, YouTube channel, and website. If anyone missed any program due to some unavoidable issues, still, you can attend previous webinars with verified certificates. Okay, let's have the step one, today's certification process, October 19, entitled Subconscious Mind and Success. So, this is the title, Subconscious Mind and Success. For the step two, you can go to our certification link, which is posted on the comment box and pinned comment. Okay, certification link will be available always in this program post, in the Facebook page, Facebook group, and YouTube description. Okay, there are two ways to claim your certificate. Number one is the direct link from the comment box, pinned comment, or post description. Or if you're not able to click this link, please directly browse www.eduigp.com for all information together. Find today's program, then the process are the same. For the step three, you can browse www.eduigp.com, or you can click the given link to redirect you in this page of our website. as what you can see on the screen. You can click enroll now, and then you look for the YouTube link anytime, anywhere, for as long as you can access the internet. But it would be better if you have an account to our website. If you are new, create your account, and if you have an account, then log in directly. After that, find the seminar title and get enrolled. As what you can see on the screen, you can log in anytime, anywhere you want, or you may create your account. Again, it is very important. Without an account on our website, you can visit, but you cannot do anything functionally. So you can just see the post, but you cannot have other business on our website. So again, we are encouraging everyone to have an account. And for today's most awaited part is for the code of this webinar session. Okay, so today's program name is Subconscious Mind and Success, and the code is all caps IGP 5251. Always remember that without code, no one is eligible for any certificate. So it is very important that you have to secure this code. Again, the code is on the screen, all caps IGP 5251. You can take the screenshot, or you can take it down in a piece of paper and keep it. And you can claim your e-certificate anytime you want. Again, the code is all caps IGP 5251. With code, click get your certificate. As what you can see on the screen, you have that icon, get your certificate, and then it will ask you the certificate code, and you have to use the all caps IGP 5251 for this webinar. Again, all caps IGP 5251. And you are on the go to claim your certificate. And of course, for that step 6 and step 7, you can now download your e-certificate as shown on the screen. Take note that certificate verification is located at the bottom. Once you click or you browse that link, what will appear is your certificate. So each certificate verification link is unique. And again, IGP is an ISO certified institute. So as what is reflected on the certificate, the ISO logo. Again, without an account on our website, you can visit, but you cannot do anything functionally. So we are encouraging everyone to please have an account so that you can be able to avail the free services of IGP, especially in educating professionals like us. So our free international webinar certificate is auto downloadable in PDF file, and you don't need to download it manually. Dear participants, if any problem raised to claim your certificate or any other issues, please don't be hesitate to contact us. You can go to the link www.eduigp.com. Our core team members are always ready in comment section to support you to find solutions. Okay, we have Facebook page, core team, Charis Abejo Cabiros, and Janet Cablao, IGP Community Facilitating Officials. For the Facebook group, we have Cherilyn Yamaguchi, Jonas Malingin, and Alonso Warren Carriaga. For the YouTube channel, we have Kelvin Linatok, Joel Danoog, and Jeffrey Sayag. Okay, for the part 3 of Teaching English as a Foreign Language and Assessment on October 20, 2021 evening session, and we have two speakers from Indonesia. Developing Your Vision and Goals on October 21, 2021, we have three speakers from three different countries, from Pakistan, South Africa, and Bangladesh. October 21. On October 22, 2021, we have Stress Management Amidst Pandemic. We have three speakers from the Philippines. Inspiration and Motivation to Learn New Skills on October 23, 2021, and we have speakers from Croatia and from Russia. "21st Century Teaching and Learning Demystified." We have speakers from Indonesia. And it will be on October 24. On October 24 evening session, Teaching English as a Foreign Language and Assessment Part 4. We have two speakers from Indonesia also. Another is the process to be a TVET trainer. On October 25, 2021, we have a speaker from the Philippines. Authentic Assessment in Teaching and Learning Part 5, and it will be held on October 26, 2021, and we have two speakers from Indonesia. Innovative Ways to Teach Research in Distance Learning on October 27, 2021, and we have two speakers from the Philippines. Another webinar is all about international political economy, and we have a speaker from the Philippines. Work-life balance professionally, which is to be discussed by our speaker from the Philippines on October 29, 2021. Different teaching modality on October 30, 2021, to be discussed by two speakers from the India. Gamification, the future of distance learning. Speaker coming from the Philippines, and it will be discussed on October 31, 2021. Again, we are bringing you back the code of this webinar, Subconscious Mind and Success. The code is all caps IGP 5251. You can now take the screenshot, or you can take it down in a piece of paper, and you can claim your certificate anytime, anywhere you want. What is important is you secure the code. Okay? So, before we end, let us have this short reflection. Do not let this pandemic hinder your success to grow, and never allow it to stop you from achieving your dreams in life. Instead, let us look at the positive side and think of how we can be able to adjust and adapt with the changes brought by this pandemic. Remember, it is through this pandemic that we were not able to interact physically, but it is also through this pandemic that we were able to learn how to utilize different learning platforms to connect and communicate with great people in the whole world by having webinars like this. And of course, offered to you by IGP for free. There are many things to be thankful for. Thank you, everyone. And thank you so much, IGP, for having me tonight as your host. We hope to see you all again in the upcoming webinars. Stay happy and stay safe. Once again, I am Mr. Rian Junpi calling from Aklan, Philippines, signing off.